So I'm back at Church Fenton train station, and I'm quite impressed with how big the platforms are. Like, I literally a couple of hours ago got off there, then go up that way and on my merry way. This gives me I can't even say it. This reminds me of Eagles Cliff in the sense of, like, the area was tiny, but the platforms for the train station slash platform were really quite big and long, really long. Literally, you can go that way, but you can't go any further because it says don't go anymore. You can go further down that way, all the way to the end. The platforms are so wide. They are really quite wide. So my initial plan was, if I walked to Ulskelf and then get the train back to here. I'm kind of glad I didn't do that. I'll just look up Ulskelf on Google Earth and just bag that into a YouTube video. I'm just going to turn the camera around. I've been vlogging quite a bit, so I've got a sore arm. So I'm just going to casually just do this. Oh, this is so nice. Now, because I brought my coat with me, because it was actually forecast to rain and actually have thunder as well, at no point have I had to get my coat out of my bag at all. I mean, I've had literally like seconds worth of rain come down and I'm like, right, okay, yeah. But then it's just not rained. I'm like, okay, that's quite nice. So you would imagine with here, you'd think, oh, you wouldn't really be able to do that much of walking. I'm going to just say it right now. If I keep walking up and down this platform, and maybe I just walk up on the hill, walk back up onto the different platforms that way and then just do that back and forth, I'm at the point of nearly having done 7 miles of walking in Church Fenton, a place where the road is very minimal, but then there's like, I just found different paths that weren't even on like the OS maps, and then I was like, oh well, I've done that already, I'll do this, and then I'll do this, and I'll do that. And then as I was walking towards like Ulskelf, I'd done like 3 miles of walking. Then I walked back along like a nice little path along the fields, which put me like to 4 miles. And I thought to myself, like, let's just explore little bits of housing area, just to see if there's like extra little bits of paths that I've missed. And then I realised as I was walking back to here, I was like, I'd done 6 miles. I'm like, wow, it's crazy. I'm like, really? And then I've just looked now and I've done like 6.5 miles of walking, which is just absurd. It's crazy. And I've like, in the area that I've done, the area that I'm in, I've done 6.5 miles of walking. But having said that though, really, I've been to Denby Dale, God knows how many times. The area is so tiny, and I've done like 8-9 mile walks in Denby Dale. When you'd be like, how's that even possible? But I'm like, it's just happened. So literally I walked, the plan, what the route was, I've walked, like, I went up this way, turned left, and there was a road, and I went to a house, and then I went to a public right away along the fields, went to the church, in the church, went to the like aerodrome, the RAF like slash Leeds East Airport, then walked up towards Ulskelf, sort of, then back along the field back to here, and I kind of like just zigzagged really. And I can't honestly believe how much I've done. And I could do with really charging my phone up on the train, and I'm praying I can, hopefully I can, because on the way here you just couldn't, because there were so many people on the train that was using the electric, and well, you couldn't, you just couldn't. I think one thing I'm going to do though is look at where these different stops go. So what does that, I can't even read that from here. So one thing I could do is go to the other station bits, and just like read where they go. it keeps looking like it's going to rain, and it doesn't. It's just staying dry. Whereas if it does decide to start to suddenly rain, I can just jump under the shelter and then keep dry that way. These three are very cheerful and happy. Literally when it came to Church Fenton, only 3 people got off alongside me, and that were it. It was just nothing. Right, so I think 2:10 now. I think I'm just going to sit down. I think I'm just going to sit down, chill out, wait for the train to come, and then, yeah, call it a do. I was thinking about going to Garforth, but I thought, well, if you've done like 7 miles of walking in Church Fenton, are you going to really want to go on the train for like a couple of minutes to then get off at Garforth? Just come to Garforth a different day. Just makes total sense. So thanks for watching for now. I'm going to take my bag off. Actually, I can't take it off when I'm vlogging still. Just going to sit down and chill. Oh, I'm just going to sit down and chill in here actually. Thanks for watching for now, and yeah, I'll see you in Halifax. Goodbye.